so happy to be back. It has been so stressful. Goodness gracious. But we're here. We're getting back into it. Lots to do, lots to catch up on, but please bear with me. Oh, y'all. So, today is not October. It's not the end of October. It's not the beginning of November. Today is Monday, November 24th. And last time y'all saw me was the look ahead for October 26th through November 1st. So lots to do, lots to catch up on. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Ari. I am 30 years old, working on a budget, trying to get finances in order. I feel like I have had this sort of financial awakening and motivation and just, you know how there's like good stress and bad stress? I feel like this is a good stress to have, to be concerned about money and doing something about it rather than just dealing with it, brushing it under the rug, thinking it doesn't exist, it's not going to affect me. So that's why I kind of call it this financial awakening, if you will. So I have been working on my finances, decreasing my spending, eating more food at home, that sort of thing. And then I've also had quite a few slip ups where I continue to overspend in certain categories, start to rely on my credit cards or my debit cards instead of the cash that I have actually budgeted for certain categories. So I'm far from perfect. This is not a journey that, I'm saying you should aspire to be on and try to duplicate or replicate what I'm doing. I just want to be transparent and have another way to try to hold myself a little bit more accountable. And so this is what I will be working on today. So thank you so much for being here. Please consider giving the channel or the video a like and subscribe. And we will hop in. So we basically, like I said, last time I was here was our look ahead for October. So basically that means we need to recap October and then do our look aheads and recaps for every week in November. And I'm just now getting back to you guys. I feel so bad, but nonetheless, we're back on it. We're back on track. I've got the things together finally. So also, if you recall, I was out the 26th through the 1st because I was on vacation. I went to Hawaii to visit my best friend and her husband and my godson and their pets. And it was a blast. I had so much fun. I saw so many things. I got in the water a few times. I'm very proud of myself for that because I cannot swim, if you didn't know. And so it was very fun. So appreciative to them. Make sure you stay tuned on the channel and check out my Hawaii vlog. That will be coming soon as well. Back to the budgeting. Basically, for vacation, and you'll see in that video as well if you stay tuned and watch the vlog, I gave myself $750 to budget for the week that I was going to be out there. And that was all in. That was going to be, transportation, food, activities, shopping, just whatever. So I said $750 for the week should be plenty of money, plenty. And then on top of that, right before I left, my dad also gave me $100 and was like, oh, enjoy yourself, buy yourself something nice, whatever. And so my all-in budget actually turned out to be $850. And so on top of the bills that I had for the week of October, the last week of October, plus my Hawaii vacation budget, my predicted spending was going to be $1,147. That was, like I said, the vacation budget and these predicted bills. And then I actually ended up spending a total of $871 for the whole week. So I spent $574 in Hawaii, and then the rest of that $300 or so was spent on these bills for the end of the month. So I was really proud of myself. And then my income, I did get paid on the 29th while I was out of town, and that check was $2,457. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and do my October full recap now. And our October income total was $5,774. $5,774. And then our total spend for October was $6,354. And then our sinking fund / savings balance was at $1,024. So as you can see, I spent more than I made. Again, this was likely due to Hawaii being in there and not something that I really technically could have afforded at the moment. And I still technically can't afford it because I am awaiting still a reimbursement from training that I did in September for military training. I still have not gotten paid out for that training yet because of the shutdown. So that would have ideally been another $800-900 that I could have had for vacation to like really do some crazy like fun things or nice things out there. But I did have to be mindful of the budget that I had working with it. And so I was definitely being as frugal as possible. I didn't want to spend money on unnecessary things out there or things that I would only get like a short service for, I guess you could say, and it not be worthwhile in my eyes. That was everything for October. So I'm gonna show y'all really quickly this for October as well. Okay. And so we checked off all of our fixed expenses. This is all well paid for. The only abnormality was my Wi-Fi was an additional $9 because of some overages that we had. I find that when I'm recording and editing a lot, it's a huge drain on the Wi-Fi. And oh my goodness, you'll see next month's bill is basically double. So I had predicted fixed expenses of $3,842, and my total actual expenses were $3,851 for fixed. And then for variable expenses, I predicted to have spent $1,235, and then I actually spent $1,370. Like I said, my sinking funds went from $1,297 to $1,024. I did have to dip into my emergency funds for something to pay for some bill. I can't remember what it was. My credit card beginning and ending balances for October, Walmart went from 0 to $376. USAA went from $1,900 to $2,025. I did have an unaccounted expense, which was a walk-in clinic appointment. That was $58 that I paid for. For drill, I did not have drill in October technically, so therefore did not get paid. My first check was $1,950. And then my boyfriend, he sent me $1,350. And then my second check, as mentioned, was $2,457. Rollover cash, couldn't tell you. I mixed up all my money. It was so confusing. I basically just lost all accountability of my rollover money after the vacation stuff because there were sometimes I needed certain bills, so I went into other categories and pulled money. It was just a mess. Like I should have just had more denominations, so lesson learned there. And then my rollover debit card balance. So at the end of the month, I had $647 in my USAA account. And then Chase, I had $2,725 because again, I had just gotten paid my last check for the month in October, but I do pay my mortgage now in the month that the mortgage is due. Like I used to get paid in October and then pay my November mortgage, for example, but I stopped doing that just to make it more categorized to the month that the expenses are in. And so for October, my total overall debt went from $5,982 to $5,370. So I'm starting to realize the redundancy of many aspects of this budget binder down here to what I do. There really isn't much difference. And so I decided for December and moving forward, like I'm just not going to fill all this in anymore. It's really so redundant because I write it all on the big calendar so you all can see it better. I just feel like, I don't know, like I go through this and yes, it logs all of my spending and stuff, but like it's quite redundant besides this part. I actually hate, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I hate logging every single expense. It's so annoying and it's so tedious, especially when I forget to do it in the moment and then I have to like backpedal to do it. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but come December, January, this is going to like look different. I'm probably just going to get like a different sort of planner that just is big enough and easy enough to read and just compiles all of this. So I'm going to be on the hunt for something that can kind of like condense all this so I'm not going in between 3 different materials or mediums, if you will. So October pre-vacation, my highest spend that was not a predicted bill was my sweetest day gift to my boyfriend. I took him to the shoe store and got him some Hokas and some inserts for sweetest day, and those were $238. He's been wanting some Hokas for a while now, and plus he actually needs them for his current career choice and career field. I literally got him these like right on time, honestly. And then my lowest spend that was not a bill was, looks like $5 for coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and it tied with $5 for me donating to my job for a candy fund for Halloween since I wasn't going to be there to help. So yeah, that's it for October pre-vacation spending. And then here I have my vacation, my vacation binder or my vacation envelope. So this has been sitting in here since October just for this video, obviously. So I made this cute little vacation envelope. Again, I started off initially with $750 and then my dad gave me $100, $850. Just going down the list, I left vacation with $276 still in my pocket. My highest spend was what looks to be $188. That's where I bought my swimsuit. That's where I bought gifts for my boyfriend, my coworker, my really good friend here in Chicago. So this is where I picked up gifts for them. And then I also bought a couple other small gifts for my coworkers. And then my lowest spend was $3 for parking. And this is the day we went to Juicy Brew, which was a delicious vegan restaurant. Like the very best dirty chai I've ever had in my entire life. What I would pay to have a good chai like that. Obviously that's vegan and doesn't have like honey and stuff in it like Starbucks does. Oh, so good. Anyway, parking. I paid for the parking for us to go to that cafe. So this is my Hawaii budget. I can't believe it's over. I have some great memories, great videos, great photos, just to kind of keep bringing myself back to it. Oh, y'all will hear me talk more about it in the Hawaii vlog, but that is it for the vacation vlog, the vacation budget, the vacation everything. So that wraps up October. Next, we are in November, which means Woo! Yay! New month, last couple months of the year. So we're gonna have to put a pin in this. I'm gonna leave this how it is. Bear with me. And we will continue recording later. Bye. Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back. It is still Monday. It is about 9 p.m. So ironically, 12-hour difference between the first part of this video and this part, but we are going to get started with our November recaps and our last week's look ahead. Let's first start off by checking off expenses that we have already paid for this month. So iCloud has come out, We Salute has come out, student loans, November mortgage. I don't know if you notice here a little difference. My October mortgage was $2,113. November mortgage, $2,413. So it was time for a property tax assessment, and my property taxes went up $300. So I will now be paying around $2,400 a month now instead of $2,100 a month. So that's a huge bummer. Huge bummer. But at the same time, I am torn to appeal that decision because I do want my property to be assessed at a high value to justify a high sale price, which I am considering doing next year. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword where I don't want to pay upfront right now, but I also want the house to be seen and valued to be worth the increase. Moving on, health insurance. I don't think I've paid this yet. Oh yes, I did pay health insurance. I didn't pay my dental insurance yet. Wi-Fi is $180. Like I mentioned, it basically doubled. I was working so hard on my editing and my vlogs, and then for my phone to run out of space and corrupt the files, devastating. So I have a laptop, but it's very old. It's not even compatible with iMovie that's on my phone. That's how old my laptop is. It's like a 2013 or something. But right now, everything's being done off my phone. And I've even been considering upgrading my phone to better serve kind of like the things that I needed to do, and it just not be a stressor to worry about doing double and triple the work that I already did, if that makes sense. So anyway, Wi-Fi was $180. Affirm Amazon, I believe, came out already. I just need to look here and see what's not out yet. Okay. Affirm Home Depot came out. Gym came out. Car note came out. Insurance came out. Phone bill came out. Alarm came out. I'm still waiting to pay home warranty, dental insurance, Affirm Airbnb, Toyota remote, and then my Amazon Prime membership. I thought that came out already. Yes, it did, on the 17th. And Spotify comes out in a couple days. So my predicted expenses for November are, my predicted fixed expenses for November is $4,181. So we'll see what my actual ends up being. I don't anticipate any more of these numbers to change, honestly, for fixed. So it should just have to do with the 90 doubling to 180 is the only thing that should really change that. Again, I'm starting off my sinking funds with $1,024 between low priority and high priority. Y'all just don't understand how badly I want to take that money out and just be like, whatever, and go get like a new laptop and a hard drive and all these things. And I'm just like, I have to pace myself and be mindful of my finances, because I was literally on the Xfinity app today trying to trade in my phone and get the iPhone 17 Max or whatever it's called and get like the 2 terabyte one, and it's just insanely expensive. And I'm like, I had to stop myself because I was so close to like going through with the whole thing, and I was like, nope, let me think on that and figure out what I really want to do, see if that's actually worth it. Is there a more affordable way for me to go about this whole editing business and content creation? So I do want to be smart about the investments that I make, and I know it wouldn't hurt to have more storage on my phone, but I just want to play it smart and not make like an impulse purchase just because I have a few $100s sitting in my account right now, if that makes sense. Next, our credit card beginning and end balance. So again, we are starting off the month with $376 on my Walmart credit card, and my USAA is up to $2,025. For my variable expenses, as per usual, groceries and eating out has $300. Shopping supplies and gifts I put at $250 because my best friend had a baby shower, and so I needed extra money to pay for the vegan desserts and their gifts, obviously, her gifts. And so I bumped this up $150, and I pretty much spent $248, I want to say, of that. But I'll do all my numbers at the end of the month just to make sure that I didn't buy anything else yet for anyone. Because also I just remembered my little brother's birthday was a week ago or so, and they were out of town for his birthday. So I still need to do something for him and with him. So that's probably going to be like another $50 or so, putting me over budget. But this is what I mean. It's my problem. Like, I'm by no means perfect, and I am a big giver. And so I have to be mindful to like not make it all about financially giving. But it's hard with teenagers, especially. He just turned 15. He's going to be a grown man in a few years, which is crazy to think about. Utilities, I'm anticipating $350. Household and hygiene, another $100. Self-care for the month, another $100. I think this is where I mostly still have my funds from because I still have my wax pass. I haven't gotten my hair done this month, and I haven't needed to get my nails done yet either. Actually, I'm lying. I spent $10 to get my Hawaii nails removed. Walmart interest on purchases, I'm predicting $10 with my increased balance, and USAA, same thing. I'm predicting $60 because of the increased balance. I don't know of any expenses just yet. I'm lying. There was another walk-in clinic appointment that I did. And so now I'm on the second installment of the first payment, which was $58, I want to say. But then I had another appointment, and that first installment is going to be due on the 28th as well, I believe. So I need to figure out the plan for it. Walk-in clinic appointment. And so again, I think that was 58. And then the second one, I think my total was like 140 something. So that would put my partial payment at 70 something. I don't know. We're just going to put a question mark just because I don't know yet. As far as income, my primary source of income, I did get one check this month. That was $24.57. Tertiary source of income from my sister. She sent me $400. Rollover cash will wait till the end of the month. Debit balance will wait till the end of the month. And then I think I was saying that I want to, in this section, add what my what did I say I wanted to do earlier? Something from the budget planner. Not the yearly overview. I wanted to, my total debt, start balance, and end balance. So let me add a category here. So we'll say total debt. Okay, we'll do S for start, E for end. And so last month's end balance was $53.70. So this month's start balance will be $53.70. And then we'll see where we end. And now I just gotta categorize that real quick. Maybe I'll do green since there's no green on this side. Okay, exciting. So that is where I'm at for November. As far as my weeks in spending, now we go to this guy for all of these bills. Actually, it's not really even specifically this guy. I wrote these numbers off to the side so y'all can just keep up with me. So from the 2nd to the 8th, my money in was $0. As you can see, there's no green that week. And my money out was $3,164. So this was heavy spend week because of my mortgage. The 9th through the 15th, money in was $24.57, as you can see here. And money spent was $1,487. From the 16th through the 22nd, there was no money in, no green on this week, but I did spend $155. And technically we are here on Monday. So the 23rd through the 29th, I predicted to spend $373 on electronic bills, gas, food, that sort of thing. So that's my anticipated spend. As a reminder, all of these weeks included electronic bills, food, groceries, miscellaneous gift spending, everything like that. I don't break it all down on this calendar because it would become extremely overwhelming. The boxes are not nearly big enough to list every expense, which is part of the reason why I keep this and list all the expenses here so I can go back and see. Like, I do, again, appreciate the accountability aspect of this. It's just so tedious to write it in, and I feel like it's so redundant when I can just keep everything confined a little bit to this calendar and my budget binder. So that's what we have going on for November. So next, we are going to budget our electronic bills. And like I said, we have a lot of money to budget. And obviously, the past 3 weeks are already paid, and we still have upcoming bills for this week. But for visual purposes and seeing everything get budgeted, because when I was gathering all of this money, you guys, I was like, how much was it again? $6,354 is a lot of money to spend in a month. That was in October. We haven't done the recap for November yet, but I know it's not going to be fantastic. I can just tell you that much. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Because I am 3 weeks behind, I am just going to go in order of what's on here instead of going off of this. Because again, this whole binder basically needs to get filled up. So we're just going to dump on in. So veteran donation gets $10. Next is mortgage and home warranty. I always separate my expenses when I count things. So we're just going to do mortgage separately and then home warranty separately. So mortgage is $24.13. I'm just going to grab a stack and see Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 2400, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, and then home warranty is 57, 50, 5, 6, 7. Wi-Fi and alarm. Wi-Fi is 180, 100, 150, 170, 180, and alarm is 33, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3. Student loans are 202, 1, 2, 1, 2. Home Depot 176, 100, 150, 170, 175, 176. Car note 697, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 50, 70, 90, 5, 6, 7. Insurance bundle is 206, 100, 200, 5, 6. Phone bill 53, 50, 1, 2, 3. Water bill is 107, 5, 6, 7. Gas bill is 46, 20, 40, 5, 6. Electric is 113, 100, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, this means that I can actually fill this out. All right. And I need to replace this sticky here so I can get to this page faster. Yeah, this means I actually know all of my bills now. So water was 107, gas 46, electric 113. 107 plus 46 plus 113, 266. Nice. Okay, healthcare. So this will be my health insurance, my dental insurance. So 54 for health, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dental is 12, 10, 11, 12. Gym membership is 28, 20, 5, 6, 7, 8. Affirm. So this is Home Depot. I'm sorry, this is Amazon and Airbnb. So Amazon is 23, 20, 1, 2, 3, and Amazon I'm sorry, and Airbnb is 73. 50, 70, 1, 2, 3. Subscriptions. This is new. Welcome. I, for some reason, was not considering my Amazon Prime and my Spotify as recurring fixed expenses. And so that just finally clicked for me. Again, this is why I say I am not a professional. I am literally learning as I go. And so I added a new folder for it, and I made sure that it's actually on my November. So I added it down here for Amazon Prime and Spotify if you didn't catch it earlier. Yes, I have been paying for this. No, I have not been accounting for this $29 every month for the past several months I've been budgeting. So anyway, we're doing it now. Please excuse my skewed numbers in the past and forgive that. So we're gonna do 15 for Amazon, 10, 5, and 14 for Spotify. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Walmart credit card, $28. 25, 6, 7, 8. Uh-oh, something might be off here. Car note, I need to add my Toyota remote insurance or Toyota remote, and that's 15. 10, 5. It's 15 there. And then I have my clinic bill, which is going to be 58, 55, 6, 7, 8. I forgot I need to go back to electric. What the heck? This is like, why are these numbers off? I really wish I knew why the numbers were off. I'm missing a 50. Y'all, listen, 152. 150, 2. I can't. I literally can't right now. And then the last thing that I had was my Apple iCloud, which was $10. This, I don't even know where this goes. Phone bill, I guess. Wi-Fi. Nah, I guess it goes with phone. All right, that was basically a fail. Ooh, she's thick, barely closing. Anyway, no! Oh my gosh, the whole setup is going down. Help. Help. My notes are falling. Okay. Anyway, what I'm not going to mess up counting is my cash. My actual cash is going in my cash. My cash binder is not even here the whole time. It's been in my purse. Let me get it. Oh, jeez. Somebody help. I just thought I was going to be oh so successful. Thank you for your patience. So here's my cash binder. We are going to be stuffing $416 for the rest of the month. Okay, so let's get started, and we're going to stuff gas and parking, and that is getting $14 is all the cash I have remaining left for this month. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. $14 remaining for gas. I really do need a car wash, but we've been getting some rain. For groceries and eating out, I have $102 remaining for that. 100, 1, 2. Miscellaneous, I have $60 left for 20, 40, 60. Miscellaneous household supplies and hygiene. Hair and self-care is $240. So 100, 200, 20, 40. So again, I don't have a hair appointment, a nail appointment, or wax appointment for the rest of this month. That's $416 stuffed. That is our recap from the past few weeks of November. And we did our look ahead for the last week of November. So I'm really excited to be back on track. I know I say this every month, but every month something does come up that's just like super stressful and I get thrown off course. Last but not least, I had a good sized bag of change, right? It's missing about $4, $3 or $4 of quarters. But this is all of my coins and change that was left over from vacation. You know what? This is like a disaster waiting to happen with this candle right here. I'm just not gonna risk it. Let's just stand you up all the way. It really is getting too heavy to lean, so I apologize for the angle. It is what it is. Better safe than sorry. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining and listening to me ramble and get it all off my chest. I appreciate you for being here. Please consider giving the channel a subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content, and don't forget to like the video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all take care.